Legend Mick Foley, and you are watching C-RadTV here, right here on YouTube. Have a nice day.
This is Cody Diener, and you are watching C-RadTV on YouTube. And just like Cody Diener, C-RadTV lives by two simple words. Just give her, yeah.
How's it going, guys? It's Rad C at a WWE Monday Night Raw review from May 13th. The Go Home Raw and Money in the Bank. Let's go ahead and jump right into it. So we start off Raw with a Miz TV segment. And for Miz's special guest in the segment, it is taking advantage of the wild card rule. Boring fuckface Roman Reigns. So Miz does his introduction. He introduces Roman Reigns. Boring fuckface comes out. Same boring entrance as before. It was an edited reaction this time. It was edited boos. Like, they tried to mute the boos. Since they were in England, so they're going to obviously edit the reaction since they're in England. Since it's a 4-hour time difference between England and here in America and Canada. But yeah. So yeah, they were across the pond this week for their tour overseas in Europe. So then Miz goes on. He compares the Money in the Bank briefcases to the Infinity Stones. Oh look, we have an Avengers reference. Since Avengers Endgame is on the verge of passing James Cameron's Avatar in the box office for most money made. Like, it passed Titanic. And it's like, last I checked, it was like $200 million behind James Cameron's Avatar after 3 weeks, and it's probably going to pass it. But, you know, everyone thought James Cameron's Avatar can never get past in the box office. But here's the thing. Records are always made to be broken. But anyway, continuing on, though, Miz goes on and he asks Roman what to expect. Roman Reigns, Elias is a lot of things. Roman Reigns, he's very talented. Ah, you recognize that Elias is talented, Roman. Do you recognize that Elias is more fucking talented than you, dumb fuck? Roman Reigns, if you need a singer for karaoke or wedding, you walk with Elias. Oh, so now Roman's gonna try and kiss Elias's ass. To try and get a cheap pop from the crowd. There you go, Roman. Go for the cheap pop, huh? Roman Reigns, Elias hasn't won anything or done anything in WWE. Yeah, because Elias has been afforded the opportunities you have been, motherfucker. With that silver spoon shoved up your ass. Roman Reigns, I'm bringing Big Fight Sunday. You mean the Big Shovel Sunday. Wonderful. So then Miz goes on, he proposes that Roman Reigns and Miz should do a collaboration comedy movie. Since Roman Reigns is going to be starring alongside The Rock and Jason Strahan in that new Fast and Furious movie, Hobbs and Shaw. Oh, wonderful. We get to see Roman Reigns' cringe acting. Roman Reigns, I'm in Fast and Furious movie with Rock and Jason Strahan. Roman Reigns, I'm about to run Fast and Furious franchise straight into the ground now. Roman Reigns, this franchise is almost good when Vin Diesel was in it. So then Roman goes on, Roman Reigns, where's new Miz? Roman Reigns, I want Miz from last week, not the same old boring Miz. Roman Reigns, play monkeys in back, play footage from last week. So then Roman goes on, he plays the footage of Miz coming out of a steel chair and attacking Shane McMahon backstage with it. Roman Reigns, that's the Miz we all want to talk to. Ah, Roman, so now you're gonna kiss the Miz's ass. And you're also kissing the WWE Universe's ass in the process. Go for the cheap pop, huh? Still going for it? So then Miz goes on, he says that this is about earning respect from his peers and the WWE Universe. And then Miz says that Shane is a daddy's boy with a silver spoon in his mouth. You can say the same deal for Roman Reigns too, Miz. So then Miz says that Sunday, Shane will have nowhere to run inside a steel cage. And then Miz goes on and says that Shane will go down faster than Vince McMahon did to Roman's stupid man punch. Quoting that part where Roman's made an impact by attacking a 73-year-old man. Wonderful. So then Shane McMahon's music hits and Shane McMahon comes out to the ring. Shane goes on and once again reminds both of them that he's their boss. Well, Roman Reigns doesn't give two shits. He doesn't because he's Vince's golden boy. So then Shane goes on and says that Miz TV is over. And then Elias and Bobby Lashley come out from the crowd. Bobby hits a spear on Roman Reigns, and then Elias attacks Miz from behind. And then Shane McMahon would go on and then make an impromptu tag team match between all four men. So we come back from commercial break for the matchup. Highlights and Roman fails in the match. Miz's neckbreaker was pretty good. Roman strikes in the ring were fake as fuck and his selling looked like trash. Roman's shoulder tackles in the corner looked like shit. It was like tack, pause. No, dumb fuck, it's attack. It's tackle. Not this tackle, pause bullshit. Roman then goes, he hits a Samoan drop, and then, guess what? Kick out at 2. Because it's not a Roman Reigns matchup without spamming the living shit out of kickouts. So Roman goes, he hits 10 clotheslines of shit in the corner. Miz's hit kicks to both Bobby and Elias were good. Bobby's modified facebuster was good, but that got a kick out at 2. Elias' old school into a Meteora was good, but Roman Reigns would break up the pin at 2. Bobby's vertical suplex was good, that got a kick out. Miz's DDT was good, but as Miz was about to tag in Roman Reigns, Shane McMahon would come out and then attack Roman Reigns, pull him off the apron and attack him, forcing the DQ. So Roman and Miz were going to win this match regardless. So then after the match, Shane, Elias, and Bobby would attack Miz and Roman for post-match assault. Roman gets in the ring, he then does the Superman dive to everybody. Then Shane goes after Roman. Roman briefly fights back until numbers game comes into effect. Then Miz comes in, brings in a chair to take out Shane. Roman goes, he hits 2 stupid man punches on Elias and Bobby Lashley. And Miz and Roman Reigns are both standing tall. Will Miz stand tall against Shane McMahon at Money in the Bank? We'll have to wait and see. We already know Roman Reigns will be standing tall over Elias Sunday. We all know Roman's winning that match. The shovel's going to be in full effect Sunday. We all know that. So let's just move on. So then after that, we did take a look at the promo for AJ Styles and Seth Rollins matchup for the Universal title at Money in the Bank. So yeah, we also look at all the other promos throughout the night. So we're just going to skip ahead. So next up, we get a backstage segment in Shane's office with Sami Zayn and Braun Strowman. So Sami goes on and says that the toxicity of the WWE Universe is causing everyone to act recklessly backstage. Bullshit, Sami, bullshit. Not the WWE fans' fault that everyone is oversensitive pussies backstage. Grow up, get a new fucking excuse, dumb fuck. So then Braun Strowman comes in and then says that this is like getting called to the principal's office. Huh? The fuck is this? What a fucking waste of Braun's potential. So then Sami goes on and says that he's lucky to be here after what Braun did to him last week. Ah, shut the fuck up, Sami. You were perfectly fine last Tuesday when you showed up on SmackDown. Don't feed me that bullshit. Fuck out of here. What, y'all thought we don't watch SmackDown? Bitch, you don't know this channel. So then Sami goes on and proposes a match between him and Braun Strowman, which is a false count anywhere match, with Braun's Money in the Bank spot on the line. Shane goes, he okays the match. Then Braun goes and says that he'll eat Sami alive. Easy, Braun, easy. This is a PG show, easy. So next up, we get a one-on-one match. We get Mojo Rawley versus Apollo Crews. So we get to see Mojo's new gimmick debut. Highlights of the match: Apollo tweak his knee on a front flip to avoid Mojo. He tweaked the knee. Mojo takes advantage to hit the chop block, followed by the running forearm in the corner. Match ending, Mojo hits Alabama Slam. Mojo gets 3 count for the win. So has Mojo truly figured it out? We're going to have to wait and see on this. Probably not, because he's just a jobber. So next up, we get a segment in the ring. We get the double contract signing for both women's titles as Charlotte Flair has come to Raw tonight to take advantage of the new wildcard rule. Between Becky Lynch, Lacey Evans, and Charlotte Flair as Becky defends both titles against Lacey and Charlotte in back-to-back matches, aka the Becky Lynch doubleheader. And when Michael Cole was in the ring introducing Becky Lynch, he mentioned Becky's Becky 2-belt nickname, and also mentioned that cringy-ass Champ nickname, which Becky hasn't used that nickname for a couple weeks now. Like, seriously, what kind of fucking nickname is Champ? Like, what the fuck was Becky trying to be with that? Was she trying to be like Bam Bam from the Flintstones? Like, what the fuck? That sucked. Honestly, I would have preferred Double Champ a lot more than that name. But anyway, back to the signing. So Becky goes on, she says that she doesn't care about how much of a beating she'll take Sunday. And then Becky goes on and says that Lacey now has to back everything she set up Sunday. So then Charlotte goes on and says that Becky has gotten everything she wants. So Charlotte is saying Becky has had everything handed to her. Huh? Bitch, you blind. I feel like Charlotte went full blonde here. Bitch, you blind. No, Charlotte, you had everything handed to you. It's the other way around. You've had undeserved idol opportunities handed to you when you should be in the fucking back of the line where you belong now. Like, you've had many opportunities. Head to the back. Let somebody else have a turn. So then Charlotte goes on. She says that Becky can't win this fight. Oh, she'll find a way. So then Lacey goes on and says that she dressed for the occasion. Nobody cares, Lacey. Nobody cares. So then Becky goes on and says that Charlotte hasn't producing results as of late for the McMahons, and now the pressure is on for Charlotte to get it done. It won't matter. The McMahons will just hand Charlotte another undeserved opportunity. We know how this song and dance ends. So then Becky goes on and calls both Charlotte and Lacey dopes. I give up. I've tried to help. It's not gonna work. Let's just move on. So then Charlotte goes on and says that Becky has built a reputation she can't live up to. Kinda like how you have. Ironic. Charlotte goes on and says that Becky is jealous and insecure of Charlotte. What? And then Charlotte goes on and says that Becky will bow down to the Queen. Then Lacey Evans goes on and says that we need a legit lady as champion. And then Lacey goes on and says that WWE Universe has been led astray by a classless joke of a champion. But Becky Lynch is a true fighter. She's a true champion. Becky 2-belt, she the man, no. Lacey goes on and says that she'll queen the nasty and the prestige of the Raw Women's title. What fucking prestige is on that title to begin with? The titles mean fucking nothing in WWE. WWE even won a couple weeks ago and flat out admitted when they were talking about the poor booking about the Iconics for the women's tag titles. They flat out said being a champion means nothing in WWE. It means nothing. Kind of like how nothing in WWE means anything. Like, watch both Money in the Bank contracts be failed cash-ins this year. Watch, just watch. So then after that, all three would then sign a contract, and then a brawl ensues between all three. Becky would get an upper hand until the numbers game comes into play. Charlotte and Lacey Evans both then hit a double powerbomb on Becky Lynch through the table. Charlotte then poses with the SmackDown Women's title, and Lacey poses with the Raw Women's title. Will this be the scene Sunday, or will Becky Lynch walk out with one title? Or will Becky defy the odds and walk out with both titles? We're gonna have to wait and see. I for sure see Becky walking out with one title. I think she's gonna lose one title, but she'll retain the other. We're just gonna have to wait and see Sunday. But yeah, continuing on, next up we get a one-on-one match. We get Ricochet versus Boring Corbin. Of course, both men will be involved in the men's Money in the Bank ladder match Sunday. So, highlights of the match. Baron's twisting four-way slam was okay. I mean, it's Baron Corbin. Ricochet's diving crossbody was good along with his drop kicks. Baron's deep six was okay. Ricochet's tornado DDT was also good along with his avalanche head scissors from the top rope. Match ending, Baron hits end of days. Baron Corbin gets the recount for the win. After the match, though, Baron would grab a ladder. He'd set it in place in the middle of the ring. Baron then climbs the ladder trying to unhook the briefcase. Baron, you don't do that till Sunday, you dumb fuck. So then Ricochet goes on and then knocks Baron Corbin off the ladder for post-match assault. And then Ricochet is the one standing tall. And Ricochet does not climb the ladder. Because Ricochet knows that he'll have his chance, and that's Sunday. But yeah, Ricochet stands tall. Who will be standing tall with that contract Sunday? We're going to have to wait and see. Right now for that matchup, the rumor is the contract's going to be going to Raw. So it's going to be somebody from the Raw side winning it. So next up, we get a fatal four-way matchup. Women's match. We hit Naomi versus Dana Brooke versus Natalya versus what was originally supposed to be Alexa Bliss. But then it got changed to Nikki Cross because Alexa Bliss forgot her ring gear at the airport. She had lost her luggage while going overseas. And Alexa Bliss said that she can't wrestle in her fancy clothes. Bullshit, Alexa. You did it a couple weeks ago. Don't feed me that bullshit. No excuses. So, of course, Naomi, Dana, and Natalya are both part of women's Money in the Bank ladder match along with Alexa. Alexa was on commentary for this matchup. Highlights of the match. Naomi's sliding clothesline was good. Natalya and Dana's double team military press was also good too. Nikki's side suplex was good along with Naomi's moonsault. Nikki's spear under the ladder when Dana Brooke would set a ladder up at ringside was pretty good too. Good sequence from Nikki. Dana's diving crossbody from the top of the ladder to everybody was pretty good too. Get used to that scene. We're going to be seeing a lot of that Sunday. So then to the match ending, Natalya would come in. Her feet would hang on the bottom rope. Nikki Cross would hit a spinning neckbreaker to Natalya on the middle rope. Nikki Cross gets the 3 count for the win. So Nikki Cross is victorious in her return because she's been out of action for the last couple months with an injury. And plus with so much talent, she got lost in the shuffle. So then after the match, Nikki Cross sets a ladder up in the ring. Alexa Bliss would climb the ladder and unhook the women's Money in the Bank briefcase. Will that be the case Sunday? Or will somebody else win? We're going to have to wait and see. So next up, we have a one-on-one matchup. We get Rey Mysterio versus Cesaro. And also Sunday at Money in the Bank, Rey Mysterio will challenge Samoa Joe for the United States Championship. So in the match, highlights of the match, Cesaro's four-way slam was good along with Rey's low head scissors. Rey's springboard Hurricane Rana was also good along with Cesaro's spinning backbreaker. Rey's head scissor into the barricade was good. Cesaro would follow that up with a Cesaro swing into the barricade, which was pretty good too. Cesaro's uppercuts throughout the match were pretty good too. His superplex from the top rope was good. Rey's seated senton was good along with his head scissor into an arm slam. Interesting sequence there. Rey's Hurricane Rana was also good along with Cesaro. Cesaro swings to immediately counter a 619. Great sequence from Cesaro there. Rey's Sunset Flip was also good along with his head scissor followed by the 619. Leads to the match ending. Rey Mysterio hits the splash from the top rope. Rey Mysterio gets the 3 count for the win. So Rey Mysterio builds some momentum entering Money in the Bank Sunday. And by the way, if you're wondering what happened to Sheamus, well, Sheamus is out with an injury. And this injury could make the end of the bar. Because this injury is a special injury for Sheamus. injury, Sheamus has suffered cervical spinal stenosis. For anyone that doesn't know what that injury is, that injury ended Edge's career and it ended Paige's career. So it's a career-threatening injury. In Edge's case, when Edge was diagnosed with it, Edge was told that if he had one more match, he would risk paralysis or even in some cases death. So odds are this could be the end of Sheamus' career right here. And this could be the end of the Bar. Sheamus did have a good run in WWE. I don't know, it's debatable if he's a Hall of Famer or not. You know, we're going to have to wait and see. So, continuing on, next up, we get a Firefly Shithouse segment. Oh, God. Well, we get to see how they waste Bray Wyatt's career even more. So, Bray and the Fireflies play a game called Secret Time. Bray then goes on and says that during his time off, he has learned how to harness and control the darkness. No, Bray, let the darkness consume you. We like that old Bray Wyatt better than this new shit. So then Bray Wyatt goes on and transforms into a figure with striped pants, a leather duster, and a fanged mask. Is this the old Bray Wyatt? If this is the transformation to the old Bray Wyatt, thank God. Because this new Bray Wyatt has sucked ass. Fucking waste of Bray Wyatt's potential. But yeah, what else is new? WWE wasting everybody. So yeah, next up, though, we get to our main event. A one-on-one match, Falls Count Anywhere match with Braun Strowman's Money in the Bank spot on the line. We get Braun Strowman versus Sami Zayn. Highlights of the match: Braun's drive-by shoulder tackle. 2 of them to start the matchup are pretty good. Sami and Braun would brawl in the crowd, and then they go brawl in the concourse. Sami strikes with a trash can were pretty good, okay, too. Look at trash can, the thing Sami got dumped in last week. Baron then comes out and then strikes Braun with a trash can on the concourse. Oh, look, so we're going to take that trash can joke of where Sami was thrown into a dumpster. We're going to take a trash can joke and we're going to run it straight to the ground. Baron then hits a deep 6 on Braun through the merchandise table. Braun then counters and then throws Baron into the merchandise stand, into a merchandise rack with the rack falling on top of Baron. Oh man, he damaged some good merch. Damn. Sami's steel chair strikes when they brawl back in the crowd were pretty good too. So then this matchup goes backstage. It goes to a shed door. Drew then comes out and then hits a Glasgow kiss to Braun Strowman backstage. Drew then hits a DDT on Braun into a steel chair. Then Braun takes out Drew McIntyre with a cooler. I hope that cooler wasn't full of Bud Light, because if it was, that would be a good waste. That would have been a waste of good beer. So then this matchup heads back to the stage. Braun's ladder strikes are pretty good too. So then Baron Corbin and Drew McIntyre then come out from backstage in the concourse respectively to attack Braun Strowman. So this effectively turned into a 3-on-1 handicap Falls Count Anywhere match. So then Baron and Drew hit a double vertical suplex on Braun into the ladder. So then to the match ending, Drew McIntyre hits the Claymore on Braun Strowman. Drew and Baron throw Sami on top of Braun. Drew and Baron add leverage to Sami to give Sami Zayn the 3 count for the win. So Sami Zayn has replaced Braun Strowman in the men's Money in the Bank ladder match. So Braun Strowman is officially out. You want Braun in ladder match? Guess what? Vince McMahon says too fucking bad. So then after the match, Drew McIntyre goes, he throws Sami into Braun Strowman. Braun then goes, he hits the choke slam on Sami Zayn through the announce table for post-match assault, and Braun Strowman is standing tall. Too bad Braun Strowman is not in the men's Money in the Bank ladder match. Odds are, Braun is probably going to cost Sami Zayn the match Sunday. So it's obvious Sami Zayn is not going to be winning Sunday. I believe the rumored winner for the men's Money in the Bank ladder match is supposed to be either Drew McIntyre, or Baron Corbin. It's one of those 2 names. It's going to be a heel. But yeah, that's how we end Raw. So overall, this Raw was fucking trash. Another trash go-home show. Well, it's a go-home show. What else is new? Raw overall, 3 out of 10, my final rating. But yeah, it's WWE. What else is new? This wildcard rule, not a fan of it. I feel like this wildcard rule is just an attempt for WWE to shove Roman Reigns down our throats. And hell, we've already know Vince McMahon has hit the panic button, so he's all but lost control of WWE. They've hit the panic button because Vince has been feeling pressure from Fox over the low ratings. Because, let's put it in perspective, the week before the wildcard rule went in effect, the show got a rating of 1.86. Last week's Raw got a rating of 2.08. So this wildcard rule improved the ratings by 0.22. 0.2. That is not an improvement. Fucking barely improves anything. So the ratings still suck. And the ratings are still low regardless. Like at this point, Vince isn't even thinking of rebuilding. He's just throwing shit at the wall to see what sticks. And whatever sticks, he'll try on Raw or SmackDown each week. I feel like they don't even try anymore. They don't. And oh, by the way, the next Saudi Arabia show, the name got leaked. It's supposed to be Sands of Time. Sands of Time, that doesn't sound completely racist at all. No, not at all. But yeah, like, I think Vince McMahon continues to dig this company into a ridiculous hole with his incompetence. Like I say it here, if shit needs to change fast. Because at this rate, WWE's not going to last another 5 years. The reality is starting to set in. Like, I think 2018 was a sign of a bad omen of things to come. Hell, I think WWE winning worst wrestling company in the entire world in 2018, that was a wake-up call. A wake-up call Vince McMahon obviously never got. And at this rate, they're going to be winning that award again for 2019. They're going to be winning it in back-to-back years. Honestly, it's well-deserving since Vince McMahon doesn't even fucking try anymore. Like, obviously, shit needs to change. Vince McMahon's got to go. Without a shadow of a doubt. Someone needs to force Vince to step down. Because Vince McMahon is going to take this company nowhere. And I see this company out of business in 5 years. Like, yeah, they made $100 million last year. Here's the thing, though. Most of that money came from the Saudi Arabia shows and that show in Australia. Take the money they made for those 3 shows out, and you see how much they really made. Not a whole lot. Like, the only thing keeping this company afloat is the money they're getting from the Saudi Arabia shows, and the money they're going to get from the Fox deal if the Fox chooses to go with it. Because Fox is still considering pulling out. They're considering pulling out if the ratings don't improve, and they haven't. Everything Vince has tried has failed. Well, part of it is because you have inconsistent booking, the creative team sucks ass. And you got a lot of fucking talentless hacks. And you got a lot of nasty contract situations. Like Revival's already said they're walking out the door next year. Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson will be out the door in October. Sasha Banks wants the hell out of this company, but Vince McMahon is willing to give Sasha anything she wants to keep her here. You heard it here first, folks. Vince McMahon said it here. If you're thinking about leaving AEW, they will literally hand you the keys to the kingdom just to keep you here and assign you long term. So in other words, if you wanted to pull a Jobber Mahal and get yourself an undeserved 7-month reign as WWE Champion, Vince McMahon will gladly give it to you. Just to keep your worthless ass. And it doesn't help they have a talentless drunk diva named Alicia Fox still on their roster. She should have. Well, I don't know why the hell she isn't fired yet. And oh, by the way, Vince McMahon said he found a solution to these rating problems. Injuries. Injuries. That is the fucking excuse. How the fuck are you fit to be chairman for WWE? That just shows how out of touch Vince McMahon is with this company and with the fan base. So out of touch, it's not even fucking funny anymore. Like, goddamn. Shit needs to change. Vince gotta go. Put Triple H in charge. Because, yeah, everyone's saying NXT is better than the main roster. Yeah, it is. It is better. NXT is better than the main roster. Like, at this rate, WWE is suffering the same fate as WCW. Hell, WWE is now WCW in its dying days. It has gone that bad. It's gone to that point where we can say WWE is now WCW 2.0. Like, honestly, do you blame anybody for wanting to get the hell out of this shit show and go to AEW or a real wrestling company? I don't blame them. Because this company is just a waste of your potential. Hell, Kenny Omega did everything in his power to not go here. He's gone to AEW. Chris Jericho took the first chance he could to get the fuck out. Same deal with Neville. Ty Dillinger's supposed to be now going to NXT to AEW. Like, it's that bad. WWE is that much of a poorly run car crash. With no end in sight. I end it with this. WWE, you gotta change shit, and you gotta change it fast. Or there could be no WWE in the coming years. Because Fox, because a TV company threatening to pull out of a TV deal for a wrestling company. We saw this before with WCW. And you want to know what happened right after that the TV deal pulled out? WCW went out of business. I'll tell you right now, if Fox does pull out, WWE, the panic button will be fully smashed. But yeah, I end it here. Change shit and change shit fast, or there will be no WWE in the next 5 years. But yeah, that's all I gotta say, folks. Gotta get that quick rant out of the way. Hope everyone has a great day, and yeah, peace out.